President Moon Jae-in is making history with a job approval rating of 83% of last week. Learn more about his unprecedented popularity. Recap the first year of the Moon Jae-in administration and its dramatic diplomatic accomplishments. Find out about Korea's traditional martial arts, Taekwondo, and how it has been paving the way for peace in the Korean Peninsula. Meet Casey Lartigue and Eun-gu, the founders of TNKR, which offers free English language education to North Korean refugees in the South.
대통령으로서의 직책을 성실히 수행할 것을 국민 앞에 엄숙히 선서합니다.
May 10th marks the first anniversary of the inauguration of South Korea's 19th President Moon Jae-in. Throughout his term in office, the president has been riding a wave of unprecedented popularity with sincere support from the public. Zoom in on the Moon Jae-in sensation in Korea. This is an internet-based media company in Seoul. Founded by Kwon Sun-wook, an earnest supporter of President Moon, the company presents news articles, internet broadcasts, and podcasts. Through his own media outlet, Kwon closely follows the government and presidential Blue House for his 30,000 listeners and viewers. What inspired Kwon to create his own media outlet?
노무현 대통령 지지자 생활을 했던 사람들인데요. 그 당시에 압도적인 기울어진 어떤 여론 지형에서 저희들이 대통령의 어떤 진의라든지 추구하고자 하는 바가 제대로 전달되지 못한 상황을 참담하게 겪었습니다. 집권 초부터 강력하게 대통령이 추구하고자 하는 바를 목소리를 낼 필요가 있다. 그래서 팟캐스트를 만들게 됐죠.
Kwon also produces merchandise related to President Moon.
이거 만든 시점은 우리가 에버트 세계 시민상 수상했을 때 그때 우리 대통령님이 대표로 상을 수상하셨잖아요. 그때 기념으로 만들었고요.
From a diary featuring his special anniversaries to a calendar with photos of his inauguration ceremony, mugs and bags, all these products pay honor to the beloved president.
정치도 좀 즐거울 필요가 있다. 항상 막 비장하고 엄숙하고 그런 것만이 정치여야 하느냐.
President Moon supporters stood in long lines in front of post offices all across the nation, purchased special stamps celebrating the 100th day of the president's inauguration. Also, the president's jacket, tie, and all other items he used consistently sold out. Moon fever has really been creating new demands in the market.
우리나라 대통령 분도 이제 국민들의 사랑을 받는 멋진 분이 되는구나 해서 뭔가 저도 뭔가 사보고 싶기도 하고 어떤 상품이 있는지 궁금했었어요.
Back in January, President Moon supporters voluntarily raised funds to put up a congratulatory message for his 66th birthday. Korean Americans did not miss out on the party with a billboard ad towering over New York's Times Square, featuring highlights of Moon's political career and Korean American supporters of all ages holding signs in Korean and English wishing him a happy birthday. What is it about him that captured the hearts of the Korean public?
대통령님 본인이 갖고 있는 굉장히 본래의 그 매력 여기에 더해서 많은 국민들이 우리 손으로 뽑은 대통령, 우리가 만든 대통령이라는 거에 대한 애착심, 그게 같이 버무려져서 이런 현상이 나타나는 게 아닐까 그렇게 생각을 합니다.
The public's trust and affection for President Moon are evident in his approval rating. According to Gallup Korea, his job approval rating surged to 83% last week, the 52nd week of his term. It is the highest ever recorded for a president after a year in office.
가장 직접적인 이유는 아무래도 남북 정상회담의 효과가 아닐까 싶습니다. 남북 화해와 협력의 시대를 열어갈 수 있다는 기대감이 있었기 때문에 아마 국민들이 전적으로 지지와 성원을 보내고 있지 않나 그런 생각이 듭니다.
What's truly noteworthy is that he has always enjoyed approval ratings of 70% on average since taking office.
지지율이 높다가 여러 악재들이 쌓이면서 되게 이제 대통령 지도가 쭉 이렇게 빠지는 게 일반적인 흐름이었는데 역대 대통령들의 흐름을 보면 문재인 대통령은 굉장히 좀 특징적인 게 초반부터 계속 좀 줄곧 높았어요. 80%대에서 처음 시작을 했는데 다시 조금 떨어지다가 한 70% 떨어지다가 다시 또 오르는 집권 1년 만에 지지율을 80%에 가깝게 유지할 수 있다는 것은 대단한 겁니다, 사실은.
The Moon administration is set on its vision of creating a country for the people, a righteous Korea, with the goal of eradicating deep-rooted social evils, which runs parallel to the public's vision of an ideal country.
상당히 결기 있게, 결단력 있게 부정부패와 잘못된 부조리에 대해서 뭔가 타파하려는 그런 어떤 강인한 이런 모습들을 보여줬다는 측면이 있고요.
He presented detailed welfare policies that are intended to truly benefit the public. More than 500,000 new jobs a year on average, increasing the minimum wage, and creating a better society to boost the nation's fertility rate, among others.
국정 100대가지에 나타난 여러 가지 개혁 정책이 있는데 이런 부분들은 결국은 대통령의 어떤 높은 지지율 또 대통령 리더십에 대해서 현재 국민들이 상당히 신뢰하고 있기 때문에 그런 문재인 정부의 개혁 정책에 탄력을 받을 수 있다 그렇게 판단됩니다.
The Moon Jae-in sensation reflects unprecedented public support for him, both as a politician and a genuine human being. Born from the Candlelight Revolution, President Moon always places the people first, which is why many are anticipating the second year of his term. The Negotiator, the Master Tactician, the Reunifier. These are some of the titles given to President Moon Jae-in by foreign media. In commemoration of his first anniversary of the president's inauguration, we recap his diplomatic accomplishments as well as tasks for Korea to continue the momentum. On April 27th, the leaders of the two Koreas met face-to-face at the military demarcation line in Panmunjom, the de facto border that divides the Korean peninsula, for the first ever inter-Korean summit in 11 years. This historic meeting is considered one of the greatest accomplishments of President Moon since taking office 12 months ago.
The security tension was at its height several months ago, but somehow the Moon Jae-in government was able to bring North Korea to this denuclearization negotiation table and was able to steer North Korea into the path of denuclearization. So scaling down the tension should be the biggest accomplishment of the Moon Jae-in government so far.
After the summit, the two leaders announced to the world the desire to denuclearize North Korea, as well as achieve peace and prosperity on the Korean peninsula through the Panmunjom Declaration.
김정은 위원장과 나는 서로에 대한 굳건한 믿음으로 평화와 번영, 통일을 위해 정기적인 회담과 직통 전화를 통해 수시로 논의할 것입니다.
North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un then pledged to dismantle the regime's nuclear test site in Punggye-ri and open the process to experts. The North's clocks have also been set forward by 30 minutes to align its time zone with Seoul's.
The Inner-Korean Summit was more than political theater. It produced substance and also laid the groundwork for a Trump-Kim summit. North Korea has never gone this far. It was the first time the word denuclearization was written into the joint statement.
The historic Moon-Kim summit was ultimately the result of President Moon's continuous patience for dialogue with the North. The regime had conducted 7 missile provocations and a 6th nuclear test since President Moon took office in May last year. Despite mounting tensions, President Moon outlined his administration's peace initiatives for the Korean Peninsula in Berlin and declared that Pyongyang's weapons issues should be addressed with dialogue. However, the North continued its military provocations, which eventually led to many opposing the president's North Korea policy and made him a target of criticism. Nonetheless, he maintained a firm stance regarding Pyongyang and vowed to take the driver's seat in global efforts to deal with North Korea. He also invited the North to the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics to seize a rare opportunity to improve inter-Korean relations.
In fact, at that time, a lot of people cast a doubt because a lot of people say, well, what can Korea do? It's actually the United States who is always has been in the driver's seat. But I think he believed in himself and also he believed in principle and very determined to accomplish his agenda.
The South Korean president also made a great contribution to the envisioned summit between Pyongyang and Washington as a mediator, and gave all the credit for the recent developments in inter-Korean ties to President Trump. He even stated, President Trump should win the Nobel Peace Prize. What we need is peace.
Nobel Peace Prize? Yes, sir. Well, I just think that President Moon was very nice when he suggested it. I want to get peace. The main thing, we want to get peace.
According to experts, President Moon is highly strategic in diplomatic affairs, driven by his unwavering lifetime vision and unconventional tactics.
Indo-Korean talk was only half successful. We are halfway through the game. The other half takes place at the Trump-Kim summit. It's important for Trump to get the credit for the deal if the agreement will be sustained. Here, I think Moon will continue to play an honest broker role.
President Moon has been calling for cooperation from neighboring countries and the international community to peacefully address the North Korean nuclear issue. The second round of his diplomacy has begun with the trilateral summit between Korea, China, and Japan convened on the 9th.
All these stakeholder countries agree on North Korea's denuclearization, but if you look deeper, their interests and their solutions toward the Korean Peninsula diverge to a great extent. So playing a mediator's role on the one hand, but on the other hand, when it comes to North Korea's nuclear weapons dismantlement, Moon Jae-in government will have to be a more assertive, play a more proactive and assertive role.
After a year of provocations, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un walked across the inter-Korean border to open an age of peace. For the sake of the permanent peace on the Korean Peninsula, hopes are that the Kim-Trump summit and Moon administration will be a success. The improved inter-Korean relationship after the Moon-Kim summit is expected to warm previously icy exchanges between the two Koreas. Korea's traditional martial art, Taekwondo in particular, has been acting as a vital medium for the peace and development of the Korean Peninsula. Find out about the history of Taekwondo, as well as sports-driven cultural exchanges. On April 2nd, South Korea's Taekwondo demonstration team gave a joint performance with a North Korean team in Pyongyang, the first of its kind held in the North's capital.
남북 정상회담을 앞두고 방북 시범 공연을 하는 만큼 만반의 준비와 각오로 최고의 시범을 보이고 오도록 하겠습니다.
Although there have been many joint Taekwondo performances by South and North Korean practitioners, no joint event has ever been held in Pyongyang before. Together, they presented a joint 60-minute performance in front of an audience that packed out the 1,200-seat Pyongyang Grand Theater.
태권도는 다른 종목과 달리 남북이 상호 경쟁 관계에 있지 않아요. 그리고 또 남북이 한반도에서 만들어진 민족무예로서 세계 스포츠가 된 유일한 종목이기도 합니다.
Today's form of Taekwondo was founded by the South Korean Army General and martial artist Choi Hong-hee. He was also the founding president of the International Taekwondo Federation, or ITF, established in 1966. But he went into exile in Canada in 1972 after serious conflict with the government. Currently, the ITF is divided into two bodies, the ITF North Korea and the ITF Canada, which South Korea is a part of.
ITF 기구는 우선은 이제 무도적인 배경으로 지금까지 성장을 해왔고요. 세계 태권도 연맹의 WTF 기구 같은 경우에는 올림픽에 들어가면서 이제 스포츠화된 성격을 가지고선 지금까지 발전을 해왔습니다.
Then in 1973, the World Taekwondo Federation, or WTF, was founded in South Korea before Taekwondo finally became recognized as a medal sport at the Olympics. How is South Korean Taekwondo different from that of North Korea?
우선은 WTF 돌려차기를 먼저 보게 되면 무릎의 방향이 앞으로 나와요. 앞으로 나가면서 그대로 빗겨 올려차면서. 자, 그러면 이제 ITF 돌려차기는 발의 압축으로 이제 꽂아차요. 그때 이제 무릎이 벌어지면서 가죠. 아까 WTF는 무릎이 앞으로 나왔지만 ITF는 무릎이 벌어지면서. 이런 식으로 압축으로.
The rules are different as well. In WTF Taekwondo, athletes wear head and chest guards while competing barefoot. In ITF Taekwondo, however, athletes wear gloves and shoes with no protective gear. Also, WTF Taekwondo centers on kicking techniques, while ITF Taekwondo includes punching to the head with gloves on.
근본적으로는 뿌리가 하나인 같은 태권도이기 때문에 많은 기술적인 그런 부분에 있어서 차이점보다는 공통점이 훨씬 더 많죠. 그렇지만 또 나름대로 서로 어떤 독자적인 기술의 발전을 추구하다 보니까 여러 가지 어떤 특징은 형성되어 있다고 할 수 있습니다.
Those differences have been mended over the years to further develop and spread the Korean traditional martial art to the world.
2006년도부터 7년도까지 기술 통합하겠다고 합의를 했고요. 또 기술 통합을 위한 조정위원회를 만들었습니다. 그러면 두 단체가 기술 통합하겠다는 것은 합의를 본 거죠.
Taekwondo has always been a path to peace for the two Koreas throughout the course of history. At the opening ceremony of the 2017 World Taekwondo Championships in Muju, South Korea, President Moon Jae-in proposed that the two Koreas form a unified team for the 2018 Winter Olympics in the presence of North Korean IOC member Chang Ung and a North Korean demonstration team.
오늘 이곳에서 세계 태권도 연맹과 국제 태권도 연맹이 하나가 되고 남과 북이 하나가 되고 세계가 하나가 되기를 바랍니다.
The North Korean demonstration team has held a total of 4 performances in Seoul to activate more exchanges between the two Koreas.
여러 차례 같이 만나면서 태권도 뿌리가 하나라는 걸 서로가 너무 잘 알고
세계 태권도 연맹 시범단과 함께 서울에서 또다시 시범 수련의 무대를 펼쳐 보이게 된 것을 기쁘게 생각하면서
The joint performance in Pyongyang was the ultimate result of Seoul's long and thorough efforts, but that was just the beginning. There's a lot more to come.
기술적으로 경기 규정이나 기술이나 제도적으로 문턱이 비교적 낮은 분야에서부터 공동 참여, 합동 개최 이런 부분들의 주제들이 지금 상당히 많이 거론되고 있으니까 향후 1, 2년 사이에 많은 공통의 활동을 볼 수 있을 것으로 기대를 합니다.
That's the main question, and also a desperate wish. Hopefully, Taekwondo will inspire the entire peninsula with this borderless embracement. Amid inspirational developments in inter-Korean relations and increased hopes for reunification, more people are helping North Koreans in the South. Meet Casey Lartigue and Eun-gu of TNKR to learn more about their touching endeavors over the last 6 years. This is a residential area in Mapogu, Seoul. It looks like an ordinary town, but it's actually the site for a special English language education center. It's none other than TNKR, standing for Teach North Korean Refugees, founded in 2013. Casey Lartigue has always had a genuine interest in freedom and helping social minority since he attended Harvard University and graduate school. He came to South Korea for his work in 1992 and then met North Korean refugees for the first time.
But when I was a graduate student at Harvard, my focus then was when you create a program, how do you create it so that the people who benefit have power? So I'm always interested in power, choice, opportunity, and freedom. So that's my whole professional career, academic career. So when I came to Korea and I met some North Korean refugees, I realized that, yeah, they really had to escape to freedom.
After that destined encounter, Lartigue decided to give up his job and high salary that most people dream of in order to follow his heart. He then met Lee Young-gu, a researcher on North Korean studies at the North Korean Human Rights Conference in 2012.
본인이 외국인으로서 그 탈북민이 요청하는 게 영어였고 또 저는 한국 사람으로서 이 일을 돕다 보면서 적응을 돕다 보면서 어려운 게 영어라는 걸 서로가 이제 알았던 거죠. 이제 알았는데 좀 실질적으로 그럼 우리가 어떻게 도와줄 수 있을까 이제 그렇게 고민하다가 이제 이렇게 영어 매칭이라는 프로그램을 시작을 하게 된 거죠.
6 years after its establishment, TNKR is now offering well-structured, one-to-one education program for North Korean defectors of all levels, including a basic course for beginners and a speech course for intermediate-level students. Along the way, over 700 volunteers participated in the good deeds.
I've had probably over 20 one-on-one feedback sessions with North Korean refugees where we work on their public speaking skills, and sometimes we work on their initial ideas. So it could be what they want to speak about, the topic. It could be about organizing the ideas, or we end up working on more of their delivery, so standing up and speaking.
Nearly 400 North Korean refugees have received free English language education at TNKR to date, and the number of students continues to increase every year.
북한에서 배웠던 게 많이 뒤떨어진 편이라서 여기서 따라가려면 좀 힘들거든요. 1대1 강의다 보니까 아무래도 저한테도 되게 집중적으로 배울 수 있고 그러니까 저만을 위한 저만의 단점을 해결할 수 있어가지고 되게 좋고
Thanks to TNKR's thorough and customized program, the center has become so famous that now there are some 100 students waiting to join. Park Yeon-mi is a North Korean defector and human rights activist who was selected as one of the BBC's 100 Women in 2014. After settling down in South Korea, she studied English aggressively at TNKR.
Educate yourself so you can raise awareness about human crisis in North Korea.
40 hours a week with 18 teachers over the period of 8 months to make her dreams come true. Nonetheless, the two have faced numerous obstacles while running the center because they rely solely on donations from volunteers, private donors, and personal funds. The Moon Kim Summit and the improved tone of inter-Korean relations have become a big issue here as well.
We have some students who are really encouraged and they think this is a fantastic thing, that they'll be able to go back and see their family, see their hometowns, and that there's a real possibility of unification.
김정은이 넘어오는 걸 딱 봤는데 순간 너무 되게 감동적이더라고요. 지금 시작은 좋은데 끝까지 결말까지 좋아지기를 너무 바라기도 하고 북한 사람들도 저처럼 자유롭게 아무데나 여행도 가고 뭐든 음악이나 영화 이런 거 아무튼 되게 평범하면서도 자유로운 생활을 누리기를 그렇게 되면은 그땐 정말로 믿고 싶어요.
The two founders hope the recent changes in the Korean peninsula lead to more interest in North Korean defectors and that they may continue to plant hope in defectors' hearts.
난 할 수 있어. 난 이런 어려운 상황도 겪어왔어. 그래서 좀 한국 생활이 쉽지 않을 수 있어요. 뭐 차별도 있고 뭐 여러 가지 있죠. 영어도 있고. 그러나 그 본인이 그렇게 용기를 내서 했던 그런 마음, 그걸 초심을 잃지 않으면 사실 여기서의 생활이 그거만큼 어렵지는 않지 않을까.
North Korean students at TNKR call E and Lartigue saviors. They're not offering English education. They're planting hope, love, and confidence in North Korean students to grow and spread their wings in the real world.